Give me a 2-2 draw this afternoon. Just firstly, give me your assessment of all that today.
Pleased with the point in the end. Probably both teams would probably say should have or could have been more. Probably a game that lacked quality, a lot of quality. I don't think the pitch helped, but it's the time of the year that we're at, and the most pleasing thing for me moving forwards is it's taken a while, but the boys now understand how to grind one out on a pitch like that, whilst still providing moments of quality. That's also key. It's all in good grinding things out, but we need to be a threat on the goal, and our front three are a threat on the goal at the moment. And like I say, I think going 1-0 down, it's one of them. You just got to get over that pretty quick in the way that we went 1-0 down inside the first minute. And again, I just said to the lads in there, I was really pleased with their reaction to both goals, because we're disappointed with the second one from a set piece and how easily he's just poked it in. But the really pleasing thing was going down 1-0 down early like we did. I didn't see a change in our performance or what we were trying to achieve. I just said to him, conceding a goal like that really early, you can end up 3-0 down and not lay a glove on them. But we didn't. We stuck in the game. We were a threat on their goal, and before half time, I thought we would have been good value for the lead. Obviously we missed a couple of penalties, but we would have been good value. Second half, like I say, the way we started well in the second half, and they grew into the second half, and probably on territory. They didn't really threaten our goal as much, but they had lots of territory, lots of balls into our box. And obviously get the goal from the set piece, and then we score in the last in the dying moments. So it's one of them. I probably want more. I always want more, but we'll take the point and we'll go.
Obviously, you said you had to adapt today, but obviously you still went 2-0. You went 1 down and 2-1 down. But it still shows the character that you've got inside that dressing room to battle back, and that 90th minute equaliser essentially gets you another point in the right direction.
Yeah, exactly. And you make your own luck in this game. And like I say, I think probably around the time I first came in, we probably would have felt sorry for ourselves conceding off a set piece, which again is disappointing. But the boys may have felt sorry for themselves, and then you haven't really threatened the goal. We made obviously a couple of changes to try and be more offensive, and you make your own luck, and Dylan's shot there ends up in the bottom corner, and we're all walking away fairly happy.
And obviously we keep talking about plugging away and getting those points, and it's still, obviously, like I say, it's another point in the right direction. It keeps you building, it keeps your momentum going, and you got to keep taking that into further games, haven't we?
Yeah, of course. Like I say, for me it's more we're getting probably what we deserve more often than not at the moment, whereas we weren't before Christmas. But like I say, the big thing for me performance-wise is the lads are learning how to play on pitches like this, and it's the same when we're at home. And I'm sure most grounds at the moment are struggling with the amount of rain that's been falling and all that sort of business. But our boys now have learned and have built, and like I say, we look a good, a solid team, no matter what the surface is. And I think that was probably one of the big worries was, we'd be all right on a 3G and all that sort of business, but when we've got to get really muddy and the ball doesn't bounce as well and all that sort of business, what will we be like? And we've become harder to beat.
And just touching on about building, you've obviously got AFC Telford next at home. What sort of tough? Well, you expected it to be a tough test, but what sort of match do you expect it to be?
Yeah, it'll be tough. I think the game will be a lot different to the one that we played at their place. Obviously, with the environment being a lot different, we've got to make it not a very nice place for them to come in terms of our performance level. And again, it'll mean more of the same from sort of the last few weeks. We've still got to just cut out those little sloppy or lack of concentration moments where we're conceding more goals than what I would like more recently. We've got to cut them out, because if we do, we are a real threat on the top line. So we've got to keep building on that.